What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I just filmed a full face of drugstore makeup. I was just supposed to do just bronzer and a liner, but I ended up playing with color anyways, and I went in using the NYX Ultimate palette just like I used on my last video. If you didn't see it, you should go see it. And I just used some amazing products that I also use on clients, and I know that work on every skin type. So if you're interested in how I got this look with all drugstore products, then please keep on watching. So first off, for priming, I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Magic Lumi Light Infusing Primer, and it looks like this. It really brightens up the skin and it gives it kind of like a sheen. And just because I can't think of the prices right off the bat, I will link the names and the prices down below. And I do feel like this primer has a really good tackiness just so the makeup can stay on longer. And for foundation today, I'll be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation in the shade Golden Beige. And I know the price of this right off the bat. It's $4.99. I used to use this product all the time for everything. I also was in like drill team, and we would be with band, and we would have like long days, we would be sweating and stuff like that, and this foundation would not budge. It didn't give me flashback or anything like that. I know a lot of people talk about the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, and honestly, I don't know why, but I did not like that foundation just because I feel like you had to layer multiple times, because if you didn't layer it to the fullest potential, it might look like you have some splotches throughout the day. But that's my personal experience. I gave it a chance all the time and it just never worked out. So but this product right here, I even used it on clients. It works amazing. Like I said, you just have to know how to prime. I have oily skin, and then I can use it on dry skin. You just gotta know how to prime and set the face. And I would say the coverage is like a light to medium. It can be a tad more buildable, but you can always just conceal blemishes with just concealer, and it doesn't get weird throughout the day or oxidize. Right off the bat, I know I don't like a foundation whenever it breaks up on my nose. There's just some foundations that just don't want to stick on my nose. If you have that problem, this foundation is really good for that also. And I know the foundation is like light on my forehead, but it's just because I have a big ass forehead, and that's where the sun hits first. But I don't want to have like a dark foundation and not match my neck, so I just try to match my neck, and then I just bronze up with a cream or a bronzer, powder bronzer. But I'm a truly big fan of this foundation. I don't feel like it emphasizes anything, especially my dry patches. And for concealer today, I will be using the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Conceal and Contour. It looks like this, and the shade I got is C6. I'm gonna be using this today, but I also like using the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Concealer, and it looks like this. And this is the shade 04. And I'm a real big fan of these concealers too. I have like a bunch of these, especially for clients, because it's just a really good concealer. And this one also. So I will link the price of these two down below. So I just applied this on all the highlighting areas, under the eyes, forehead, chin, and upper lip, and then down the bridge of the nose. And before I blend that out, I'm gonna use the same concealer but in the shade C13, and this is just a darker shade, and this is gonna act as my cream contour. And you only need a little bit. Like this right here is probably too much, but it's okay. I like looking bronzed. So I just did a line here, here, and then just a couple dots on the forehead. And I'm gonna blend that out first just because it is really opaque. Then I can just blend the concealer and kind of like just mesh everything in together. And the brush I'm gonna use to blend that out is the Morphe E8. And I'm just gonna go circular motions up to the hairline. And it might look a little harsh at first, but since I'm gonna blend out the concealer after, it's gonna blend all together nicely, because I'll just go over it. Same thing for the cheekbones. I'm just moving upwards, doing the same motions, kind of pushing back towards the hairline. And I think I am just gonna put a little bit on the sides of the nose. And I'm just gonna blend that out whenever I blend out the concealer. And I'm just gonna use the Infallible Makeup Extender Setting Spray, just so the concealer can blend a little easier, because it was sitting there for a bit. And I like to blend outwards and then inwards because I like the most coverage in the inner corner. And then I put the excess on the lid because that acts as my eyeshadow base. But today I won't be playing with eyeshadow just because I wanted to use this palette, but since I used this enough on my other video, I just felt like y'all saw enough about it. And plus I have a very colorful shirt, so I don't want to be looking like a clown or anything. So I'm just gonna be putting a colored eyeliner today. To set the face, I'll be using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder, and it looks like this. And I got the shade Light, and I wish I would have gotten the shade Fair just because I feel like these powders do run a little deep. And I was looking for my Coty Airspun because I know I really like that powder too. I used to use that a lot, like all the time before I had the Laura Mercier. So if I were to choose from the Maybelline powder or the Coty Airspun, I would choose the Coty Airspun, especially because they have a translucent one, and this one I don't think they have a translucent because I didn't see one anywhere. And just because I felt like the color was a little too dark, well, not too dark, but too dark to brighten up the eye, I did put a little bit of my Laura Mercier, sorry, but just a little. And for bronzer, this is not going to be a surprise to anybody, but I'm going to use the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and this is the shade Bronzer because I know they have, like, I think they only have 2 shades, if not 3. And this is the shade Bronzer. I'm going to be using the Morphe R10. And for blush today, I'm just going to use the NYX Sweet Cheeks blush palette. It looks like this. It's the one I've been using, and the only shades that I usually dip into, this one and this one. But I am going to dip into this one also just because it has a little sheen to it. So I'm just going to set the face with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Spray and Set Makeup Extender. Y'all know I like to drench my face in setting spray. And for highlighter, I'm gonna use the brush M510, and I am gonna spray the brush just a little bit. And I'm gonna go into this palette you already saw in my last video, and it's called Love You So by NYX. And I'm just gonna dip into all shades. And then also Wet n Wild and Maybelline have some really pretty ones also, but I could not find the shades that I wanted anywhere. Everybody took all the good ones. Okay, I don't need no more. I'm like trying to figure out how to stop. Ah, I need to stop. Okay, I think I'm done now. Moving into brows. So about that, I do not have any brow products for y'all, just because I just didn't know which brow product to use, just because I'm very picky with brow products. And I've tried to find some at the drugstore, and I just never ended up liking them. I'm not just gonna get a half-ass working pencil and that I don't even really like and show it to you guys, you know. But I feel like there's probably like a Maybelline one. I feel like I've heard like a Maybelline Precise one or something like that. So I'm just gonna have to use my brow products. Sorry guys. But if you do know any good drugstore brow products, then please let me know down below and tell me how they work out for you. I'm a ride or die for Anastasia, for real. So I'm just gonna be right back and do these brows. For my brows, I like to always set them with the Essence Make Me Brow in the shade, I think it's called Browny Brows, and it looks like this, and it's super cheap. I think it's like less than $3, and it works amazing. Even the Anastasia and the Benefit one, Gimme Brow, I think that's what it's called. Let me see. This is where I keep all my things at, you guys, like all my mascaras and like liners, and it has my name on it. My sister made it for me because she likes making things like that. She gave it to me like last Christmas, like a stocking stuffer. Yeah, it's called Benefit Gimme Brow, and I feel like this just works as good, and this is way cheaper, like way cheaper. So if you haven't tried this out, try this out, because I even would use like the Anastasia one. I have like the regular one, and I even have the colored one, and still no, I want this one, especially because the price makes me happy. So let me put you on this product. It's good. If you haven't used it yet, you better go get it. It's literally like $3 right off the bat. I know you can get this at Ulta. It's just really good for like those natural looking brows. And I also like to use it on my like no makeup days, and I just put it like on my natural brow, and people are like, did you just get your brows done? They look good. Like they look like clean and nice, and it's just like, for eyes we're just gonna do something simple, and I'm gonna use the Morphe M518, just using literally bronzer, and that's it. I'm just gonna put that all over my crease, kind of flicking it out. Doesn't have to be perfect, it's just bronzer. Kind of patting it on the lid, and I like to go kind of like connecting to the nose. I'm gonna go ahead and just do the lower lash line with the bronzer. I'm gonna use the NYX Vivid. Alright, and just for a pop of color on the eyes, we're gonna use the NYX Vivid Bright in the shade Sapphire. Now I wanna add some shadow with my dumbass. So I'm just going in with the NYX palette, the Ultimate NYX palette, with this shade right here, using the same brush that I used for the bronzer. I just felt like the blue liner needed a little something something, and then I'm just gonna flip the brush around. Why even switch a brush? And dip in to this yellow right here. I'm gonna go into this one right here. It's kind of more like a mustard shade. Also gonna be going into this shade right here, which is just a deeper coral shade. Really focus that on the outer. And I'm just gonna use these two shades right here for the lower lash line. Just gonna go in with the flat brush, and I think I'm gonna dip into this purple right here and some of this blue. This was not how it's supposed to turn out, because I was like, I'm not gonna play with color because I got too much color on side B. Psych. So I'm gonna try the new Kiss lashes. It's just called Lash Couture Triple Push Up collection in the, I was about to say shade, in the style Teddy, and they look like this. And I don't know how I'm gonna feel about these lashes, to be honest, just because I don't really like the band. I feel like the lashes itself doesn't have much definition. It's kind of flat. I'll just have to see when I put them on. Oh, I think I have a purple mascara so it can match the lower lash line. Oh, this is not Drugstore. Well, I'm sure there's purple Drugstore mascara somewhere. This is just a little small Better Than Sex one. I don't even know where I got this mascara from, actually. So for mascara, the Drugstore one that I really do love is the Voluminous L'Oreal Paradise, and I got the waterproof one just because I feel like the waterproof really does hold the lashes up. It looks like this. I'm gonna put these lashes on and everything, and I'll be right back. So I got the lashes on. I think they're really pretty because most of the lashes out here, and the inner corner is kind of open. So for lips today, I used the NYX Slide On Glide On in the shade Need Me for lip liner. And for the gloss, I used the shade Tiramisu and the NYX Butter Gloss. And this gloss is so good. It's so universal. I love it for every single look. It's honestly the best. And also used the highlighter palette, and I mixed all the shades just to put some highlighter in the inner corner and right under the brow bone. You guys, this is the finished look. Let me know what you thought about all these products. I feel like these products work for every skin type, especially because I do it on clients. You just gotta know how to prep and prime for it. Like me, I am oily. I just like to set my face. I like having that glow. I just have to set that face real good. This mascara is bomb. This is bomb, literally like $3. And especially this foundation, like I'm telling you, this is a really good foundation. It's only $5. And like I said, I was like in drill team, and we went down to band. We would have like long nights and in the heat, like sweating balls, and this foundation would not budge. And NYX products I will always use. Like I will always use, just because I'm a die-hard fan. It honestly looks like if I just beat my face with even high-end makeup. Products are affordable and amazing. They work beautifully, and I really hope that you guys really like this look, and let me know down below any brow products that you like and what shade I might be in so I can give it a try. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on my next video.